James Marsh, 39 there, one of the Brits in your picture. This is the penultimate race of the 94 Championship as the board goes up. All hearts are stopped, breaths are held, and the gate drops. Here they come. Who's it going to be? It's very quick, and it looks like 43 Christian Burnham. Burnham from Anstey, and Marsh is their favours. Look, there's Martins. There is Smets. Where is Hansen? There he is, Hansen. And he's got number 80, Gert Van Dorn, right behind him. As they tussle for places, there's Van Dorn there. There's Hansen. And Van Dorn going from the inside. And, well, look at this. Van Dorn has forced Hansen into the ropes and allowed a couple of riders through on the inside. Well, well, well. What could you think about those kind of antics? It's Anstey that leads. From Burnham and, well, it's Martins, then it was Smets. And it really is, but Van Leeuwen has just gone through. Well, we're waiting for them. Here they are. Well, there's Van Dorn. Well, what was Martins going to have to say about that? Well, that looked rather deliberate to me, but we'll just wait and see what happens. I'm sure Marcus Hansen will exert the necessary revenge upon Van Dorn, and number 3, Smets, goes up the hill. Smets third in the championship. And all eyes are certainly on Marcus Hansen. He's still got Van Dorn in front of him. Someone's gone down. That's Dirk Gherkins on the 95 Hussenberg. So Gherkins changing machinery then, possibly for next year. The battle is raging royal. Burnham with Jackie Martins and then Smets. Well, we are really sitting here. The tension. Well, here they come again. Look at that. Well, I said revenge would be exacted. It was. Hansen pushed Van Dorn straight into the ropes. So take that back, he says. Well, I think we've not seen the last of this before the end of this race. Martins it is, chasing Anstey that leads. It's got Smets behind him. Jackie Martins on the factory Husqvarna. Smets on the Vertimetti. Van Leeuwen, 15 there behind him at the moment. Franco Rossi, the Italian. Well, there goes Marcus Hansen, number 4. He's got clear of Van Dorn. I should have only imagined, thank goodness, Van Dorn must be thinking. Well, we've lost Anstey, I think. It looks like Jackie Martins that's gone to the lead. No, that's Anstey on the inside, so Anstey second. About maybe to lose that second to Smets. And we're hearing stories that Smets will be changing marquees to the Hussenberg machinery for next year. Very similar to what he's riding now, a hand-built Vertimetti based on the Hussenberg. And Marcus Hansen doesn't look a very happy bunny. His helmet's all awry. Looks like he's got a bloody nose there. One can only assume he's been falling off over other riders or something. But it is Martins that's gone into the lead. There's Danny Thabers, number 71 in that group. 70 Billy Lyles has just gone through. And we're looking back. Well, there he is. And he has indeed injured his face in some stage there. It looks a bit of a mess, actually. Maybe that's a rock. Although we're getting news that he actually crashed over another rider that fell in front of him. So maybe that wasn't a deliberate, or such a deliberate attempt to get him out of the race. Down the big hill comes the race leader, Jackie Martins. Martins has to win both races. 16 points adrift of the leader, and he has to hope that Marcus Hansen finishes out of the top 6 in each race. Very much the same situation last year between Martins and Jürgen Nielsen, and it went to Martins in the end. Although Nielsen won both races, Martins just scored enough to take the championship. But can Hansen do the same? Here he is, number 4, Marcus Hansen on the Honda. All he has to do is keep in touch. Smets then, climbing all over first place man Martins. The battle of the thumpers, the 4 strokes. Husqvarna versus Vertimetti. Whoa, big jumps down these downhills. That's Boonen going through. Looks like he's got Rossi behind him. The Italian Franco Rossi, and there again is Marcus Hansen. He's having a bit of a calamity in this race, held up in the early stages by Van Dorn, and then taking a tumble, and he's injured himself for sure. But it is Jackie Martins at lead. That's Rudy van Leeuwen, number 70, Billy Lyles, the American, right behind him. Then number 5, Johan Boonen. We're looking back for there he is, Marcus Hansen. So he's making up places despite the problems he had in the opening laps. Hansen moving forward and scoring better points all the way. The battle is on at the front. Look at this. Jackie Martins and Joel Smets. And Smets not considering at all that Martins has to win this race. 71, Danny Thabers, one of the FN Job team. They are cheering the riders on. We are waiting for a look at number 4. Marcus Hansen, the Swede. There he is. Not sure of his position at the moment, but it doesn't look to be too far up. Jackie Martins beginning to drop Joel Smets off just a little bit. Christian Bernard, number 43, the British rider that now lives and races mainly in Belgium. They're one of the Husqvarna team urging the riders on in front of Hansen. Wow, there's nothing like a bit of true sportsmanship. Poor old Hansen, who'd want to be a Swede here today, that's for sure. Well, look at the Swedes in the background cheering. He's got some fans here. Stay cool, Graham Ken, the mechanic of Jackie Martins. Or maybe he should take some of his own advice. Here comes Martins, he's leading. Smets is still there behind him. They are going bananas down here, the pit crew are. All by running on the track and pushing the rider along. But it's Martins from Spurs, one of the Vertemati team, urging on Smets. Second place for him, and the checkered flag then goes to Jackie Martins. Joel Smets should finish second. There's Anstey. Well, there is Marcus Hansen. So Hansen safely made it to the end of the race. Oh, well, we say that. Well, that's Marcus Hansen having a little bit of an altercation, I think, with Van Dorn. Obviously, Hansen taking extreme exception to the tactics that Van Dorn obviously displayed against him in the first few opening laps of that first race. The races, we're back on the track for Heat 2, and as they say, do your talking on the circuit. And let's see what Marcus Hansen can do. We've got a whole pile of riders down here, and Jackie Martins is one of them. Well, I don't know. Well, there is Marcus Hansen. Maybe justice has been seen to be done. Well, somebody else on the floor. Well, they're dropping like flies. There is Marcus Hansen, the Swede. And if Jackie Martins can't get past him, Hansen is going to take this World Championship from him. Anstey up the hill. Then it's Marcus Hansen. Obviously now all his pent-up frustrations worked out during the interval. Now his cool head back on again for the race as the mechanics pit board their riders. It looks like Smets that's leads. Yes, indeed. Joel Smets from Mervyn Anstey. Anstey, oh, what a great ride from the British rider. The bike sports supported rider from England, and Hansen is back there around fourth. Smets it is then on the Husenberg. Based really, it's a Vertemati based on the Husenberg. We've got to correct ourselves there. Well, what can you say about this? They really are. And look at Martins. He's come from literally dead last and he's on the gas. Can Martins get past Marcus Hansen before the checkered flag? This is the question that we're all asking ourselves. There is Hansen and there is Martins, well within a breath of him. Well, the crowd here are going absolutely wild. Can Hansen hold off Martins? There is Hansen. He must know that Martins is closing on him. His mechanic would have told him that. Smets leading, unaware of the tension that's unfolding behind him. Through goes Anstey. This has to be Hansen. Yes, it does. Marcus Hansen looking like a world champion. And they cheer on Jackie Martins. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's 20 going through Dirk Gherkin's got Billy Lyles behind him. Look at those Swedish fans. Bubben, they say, world champion number one. And if Martins doesn't pass him, that's how it will go. They were denied last year with Jörgen Nilsson, but this year the celebrations are going back to Sweden. Checkered flag then for Jo Smets. Who's going to be behind him? Well, it looks like Marcus Hansen, judging by the Swedish fans. It's got to be Marcus Hansen, the new reigning world 500cc motocross champion, Marcus Hansen. And they are delighted. All the incidents forgotten after the first race now. It's pure celebrations. Nilsson couldn't do it last year, but Hansen does it for Sweden this year. And Jackie Martins, well, unhappy obviously to lose his championship, but it was a pretty good fight throughout the season. He can't complain, but the horns go on. It's Sweden number one, the world champion, Marcus Hansen.